Freestyle is the most popular stroke in swimming because there are many different ways to do it, but you need to learn each of the 3 main techniques in order to become a great freestyler. In this video, I'll first help you fix all the most common mistakes, and then you'll discover the 3 different variations of fast freestyle swimming. The first major problem people face is the head position. The head position plays a major role in the overall position of your body. Some people think that they move faster with the head looking upwards, but this is totally wrong. By lifting the head up, your hips will sink and cause a lot of drag, meaning that you'll move quite slowly and with minimum efficiency. Instead, focus on looking downwards at the bottom of the pool. Your neck and head should be in a neutral, relaxed position, in line with your shoulders. Once the head is down, the hips will lift up, and you'll instantly find that kicking is much easier as well. The world's best freestyle swimmers all have one thing in common: a good kick. This doesn't mean just having strong legs. Your kick has to be continuous and it has to be rapid. Remember not to overbend at the knees. Although it might feel more powerful, bending the knees uses up much more energy and causes more drag than only having a slight bend. A great example of an efficient freestyle kick is shown by Michael Phelps. His ankles are always fully flexed backwards with the toes pointed. Notice how his kicking power is generated from the hips and his legs are next to each other, always maintaining a straight body line. The best way to develop a world-class kick is by using a kickboard regularly and doing kick sets in training, for example 2100s kick on a short rest turnaround time. However, it's also super important to have an efficient pull. Many coaches say that your forearm generates most of the propulsion from your pull, but this is not true. It's actually your hands. If you don't believe me, try swimming with your fists closed and notice how much harder it is than swimming with open hands. Here are the 3 most common errors of the pulling motion in freestyle. The first one is the out sweep, where the hand sweeps away from the body at the start of the pull phase. The out sweep of the hand results in less propulsion and more drag. The next error is the complete opposite, the in sweep. This happens during the middle of the pull and results in the hand being located far under the swimmer's body. It often occurs with the hand opposite the side you breathe to. The hand must turn and move inward to get underneath your body like this, which means less force is being pressed directly behind you. The last mistake is the lifting of the hand. As your hand travels backward during the pull, your elbow must elevate in the water to continue pressing backward. Along with lifting the elbow, some swimmers also lift the hand once it passes the shoulder, losing their grip on the water. Although the swimmer can re-grip the water moments later, it'll be too late because you've already lost that propulsion. As the elbow elevates during the pull, you need to keep pressing backward with the hand. Then, there are 3 different pulling techniques in freestyle. The high elbow is used by long distance swimmers because it not only requires less energy, but it also creates less drag than the next 2. Then there's the deep pull, where the arm is almost fully straight underwater. The deep pull requires the most energy and causes the most drag as well. However, it's the best option for sprinters because it generates the most power. The third pull is in between those 2 in terms of elbow depth. This pull is used by 100 and 200 meter specialists like Popivici because it's the best of both worlds, a good balance between power and drag. Like butterfly and breaststroke, having a low profile breathing motion will also help you swim faster. It's slightly different in freestyle because you have to turn your head to the side. Most entry-level swimmers exaggerate the breath and turn their whole head towards the sky, and this can cause your whole body to flip onto your back. When practicing your breathing motion in freestyle, make sure to keep one goggle in the water and the other one out. It may feel like you're going to swallow water, but your forward momentum creates a small air pocket for you to breathe. The freestyle breath shouldn't take longer than half a second. Olympic champion Nathan Adrian has the best breathing technique in history. Watch how quickly his head moves back into his body line. His amazing breathing speed reduces drag a lot. Rotation is key in freestyle. Every stroke you take, always keep your head in place and use your hips to rotate to the right and left. Try to focus on rotating your body with your core instead of letting your shoulders twist uncontrollably. The hips will start the rotation and your shoulders will follow anyway. Connecting these 2 parts of your body will keep your body in a perfect, streamlined position along the surface of the water. Now, let's move on to the 3 unique styles of freestyle, which are known as hip-driven, shoulder-driven, and hybrid freestyle. The main difference between the 3 styles is stroke rate. Hip-driven freestyle has the slowest stroke rate. Shoulder-driven freestyle has the fastest stroke rate, and hybrid free is a combination of the two, with the second fastest. Hip-driven freestyle is the least energy-wasting freestyle technique, therefore it's the most efficient. However, it's the slowest. Hip-driven free should only be used in warm-up, cool-down, and races above 400 meters. It should never be used for sprinting. Watch 400 meter Olympic champion Camille Muffet and how her hips aggressively move from side to side, with less movement from the shoulders. Hip-driven freestyle is the best technique for conserving your energy, combined with a low-octane arm recovery motion in the air, with the arm bent. Hybrid free is also known as the galloping technique, where one arm has a higher stroke rate than the other. Almost every 100 and 200 meter swimmer uses this technique, such as Michael Phelps, David Popivici, and Jason Lezak, who is shown in this clip. Notice how he combines the aggressive rotation of the hip-driven technique with powerful shoulder rotations too. Above the water, Lezak's arm recovers in the medium-octane motion, with his elbows pointing to the sky. He also extends his arm out at the front to maximise his distance per stroke. The shoulder-driven freestyle is the fastest technique of the three, but it should only be used in the 50-meter event because it's the most energy-consuming. However, shoulder-driven freestyle generates the most power and propulsion. Watch Caleb Dressel's torso and how he rotates the shoulders much more than the hips to generate the most power and the highest stroke rate. His arm recovery above the water is high octane, where his arm is fully straight in the air. I hope this video helps you swim freestyle perfectly, no matter what speed you want to swim at. Thank you all so much for 5,000 subscribers. Now let's aim for 10,000. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.